Thank you for joining us. I'm Naiba Reynoso. Ahead, scientists look to the past to predict the impacts of climate change. Plus, a little luck from old Saint Nick keeps the fish biting at the local derby. But first, Alia Cameron was severely injured by a drunk driver when she was just 15 years old. Thanks to the life-saving efforts of her medical providers, she's now reclaiming her dreams and on the path to recovery. Here's more.
I'm Alia Cameron, and I'm 18 years old.
Growing up, Alia was so jolly and sharp and shiny personality. Her way of life, like she always wanted to enjoy her life. Alia was really tall. She was 5'11". She always go outside with her friends to do exercise.
I was a whole different person before my accident. I was really outgoing. I had a good body and I had good health, good skin, everything.
Three of my kids were crushed inside, and one of my daughters, she passed away, and Alia got plenty of fractures in her spine, shoulder, elbow, pelvis, ribs, internal injuries, and brain stalks as well.
A nightmare, honestly. The worst day of my life. I lost so much. I was a person in a war.
She said, seeing me with this kind of condition, it's so horrible. Mom, why didn't you let me go just like my elder sister?
We're the therapy team that works with Alia. I'm the occupational therapist, and this is the physical therapist. We've been working with Alia ever since she first came for initial evaluation.
Nothing really prepared me for what I saw the first day. Her being a double amputee with her one limb very short and the other limb was longer, but I thought this is going to be pretty challenging. Her not being able to move, her having limited range, her having surgery in different areas of her body.
It's like somebody punched me there, like it's a bruise.
It's very traumatic for any person, but let alone a young female in high school. There was so much that we had to really uncover with her slowly, help her to learn how to just find her new self-identity, her new sense of self, her new roles. Okay. You can always do it with your leg here on a lower surface.
A medical therapy unit, or MTU as we call it, is a rehab clinic. Our program specifically serves people who have neurological or musculoskeletal or movement disorders. So the people who come here, sample diagnoses might be someone who's been in a car accident and maybe through traumatic injuries have lost a limb. And to be honest, few people are this specially trained to provide that service. LA County Department of Public Health and the California Department of Healthcare Services work together to provide those services free of charge to the patients who come. We are a very unique program. We exist only in California. We've served tens and hundreds of thousands of children like Alia.
As soon as she could express what she wanted to do, she said she wants to get prosthesis so she could walk. After going through the process of casting and getting the prosthesis made, just trying it on, when she was able to stand on it, that was like huge in itself, just being able to stand, even though it took several of us. Wait, that feels good. About a year after receiving the first one, she got the second one, and then she started walking with a walker more fluidly with bilateral, both prostheses. But the biggest victory, I think, with her mobility came when she achieved her goal of walking at her graduation.
I crossed the stage and then I got my diploma, and it was like such a big win for me. Honestly, that was the first day I was actually proud of myself.
I need help. I will help you.
Alia couldn't move when she first came to us. And for her to be able to stand and walk with two heavy prostheses and her walker, that in itself is amazing. She can walk like 200 feet, rest and walk another 200 feet.
We're very invested in Alia. I think any victory she has, we all feel it.
The light is really nice right now.
Oh yeah, I love the weather.
All right.
Honestly, I love my physical and occupational therapists. They've been with me my whole journey. They made me so much stronger. Without them, I would still be recovering, honestly. They literally made me who I am today.
Now that she graduated high school, it's important for us to shift gears and focus on her becoming a young adult. So we've been focusing on her transition to college, her going to have a job.
I want to be a pharmacist because my elder sister actually wanted to be a pharmacist, and she died a day before getting her license. So I feel like I have to carry out her dream.
All the doctor says she will not breathe, she doesn't have a heartbeat, she doesn't have anything right now. You were a fighter since you were my miracle child. I want to see her smiling and fulfill her all dreams. She will definitely do it, and she's doing it. And if she can do it, everyone can do it. I'm telling you, any trauma, any accident cannot stop anyone to fulfill their dreams.
Scientists from the Natural History Museum are using plants and fossils extracted from the La Brea tar pits to learn about the climate of the future in LA County. David Summers has more.
Some jobs are the pits, and some jobs you literally are in a pit. Here we go. The La Brea tar pits are incredibly interesting because we're in the middle of an urban interface. You have a subway under construction, you have skyscrapers, you have one of the most important active archaeological sites in the world. This isn't just geology, this isn't just zoology or paleobotany. This is the story of what's happened here in the past, which helps inform us about where we're going. And it's the work of county scientists that help tell that story every day.
Los Angeles County is a big place. 88 cities, thousands of neighborhoods, with nearly 10 million people sprawled across 4,000 square miles. So just how does LA County serve such a vast and diverse region? It's science, from anthropology to zoology and everything in between. The science of protecting county residents, preserving the past, and preparing for the future. I'm David Summers, and today, we're diving into the science behind LA County services. Welcome to LA Countyology.
Of the countless priceless treasures, millions of things here in the collection that the county has at the Page Museum, of all of those animals that have gotten trapped over the years, it's also the plant record that's just as important. We're here with Dr. Reagan Dunn, who is a paleobotanist, a curator here at the Page Museum. Tell us why plants matter and what they're telling us about the past and the future.
So plants here at the tar pits tell us how climates have changed just based on the species that they are. For instance, if we start at our oldest fossil plants, we have some really great specimens here of fossil woods. This is a piece of juniper wood, and juniper doesn't grow in the Los Angeles basin anymore. It's too hot, and there's too many fires in the area, and juniper can't withstand fires at all. It means that during the Ice Age, say 40,000 years ago, the climate was much cooler than today. Yeah. So this is a pine species that only grows up in the mountains. That's bishop pine. So this grows in much cooler areas, foggier areas than Los Angeles today.
Where is the human role in the climatology of what you're studying here?
Last summer, we published a significant paper that reports the results of an ongoing study to look at the extinction of our largest animals, the iconic megafauna from the Ice Age. And what we learned from that is that these animals went extinct during a time of significant temperature increase and also an outbreak of wildfire. We hypothesized that shift was a human-related impact because humans lit the match.
Do you have a favorite fossil or specimen? Is there something really unique that you love to tell people about here?
Well, we do have a tree, and we call it the Pit 3 tree. It was found in pit number 3, and it was found in 1913 by the original excavators of that area. And it's significant because that was the last tree that was here at La Brea Tar Pits that we know of.
So our county scientists and our volunteers, by excavating and finding samples like this and helping understand what the climate was like in the past, this helps us inform that the climate is changing and that things will continue to change and evolve. Is that part of what these are indicating for us?
Yes, definitely. They're not just dusty bones and plants. They really are objects that can teach us a lot.
And one of the things that makes this site really unique is that it's one of only a handful of sites around the world where you have a combination of forces that make it possible. Active oil underground, and you have to have earthquakes in the region that are bringing that oil to the surface, that's creating the tar pits, the pools where those creatures are getting trapped and stuck, creating the record. What are we looking at?
The blue flag is the hip of a giant ground sloth.
Wow.
The orange is a shoulder blade of a dire wolf. We also have saber-toothed cat shoulder blade and a leg bone from a horse. So things that are really sort of demonstrate how different this area was 40,000 years ago.
It's not just a hole in the ground.
Not just a hole in the ground, it's a very special hole in the ground.
Absolutely. So it's almost like an asphalt gumbo in a lot of ways. Is there's a very thin layer on the top, but down below it, just down below it, is something much thicker, much stickier, much denser. And if you actually look right here, what you're seeing right here is what's happened for millennia here in La Brea at the tar pits of insects and rodents and mammals and plant life getting trapped, that our scientists here in the county can now get them out and help tell the story of what's happened here. What is the one thing or some of the things that you think people should really understand in the big picture about what this is and what this means for the climate?
That we're going through a time period that Earth has never experienced before, and where we're going in the future is going to be even warmer. And so we can use that information that we have from the fossil record to try to understand better, predict how those species will respond in the future.
We've had a great day here at the La Brea Tar Pits, part of LA County's Page Museum and the Natural History Museum. That the story that scientists from the county are discovering every day is informing the past, is helping us learn about the future and how the climate is continuing to change. Be sure to join us right here as we continue to dig in and discover next time on LA Countyology.
It was fun, games, and fishing at the annual Fishing Derby with Santa at Whittier Narrows Park. Here's more.
Today we're here at Lake doing a co-production event with LA County Parks and Recreation Department at Whittier Narrows and the California Department of Fish and Wildlife Fishing City program. This is our annual Fishing with Santa event. And right now we have about 300, 400 kids here, plus their families at the lake. And this is the 24th year we've been doing this, partnership with the county and with the state.
So we all three work together to have this event for the kids. Mostly the kids that come here are inner city kids, and if you don't know how to fish, the volunteers will come out here and help you, teach you how to cast, how to put the bait on.
We come out as a group to a lot of the events. And yeah, we love fishing.
Now we're hoping to catch more than one trout right here at Whittier Narrows.
There's awesome events here, and it's really fun.
Thanks for joining us. We leave you now with scenes from beautiful Santa Monica. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.